It's Monday. It's 6:30 p.m. EST. Let's get ready to rumble. Somewhere along the line, it kind of organically happened that each introduction would be a bit different. So that's what I've kind of subscribed to now.
Completely different.
Yeah. Well, not completely different. I always say the time and Monday. Happy Monday to everyone watching live, and also anyone who catches this afterwards.
Yes.
Hi, Jamie. Yes, we are both all ready. We're all righty. How have you been? And yeah, so our regular programming will be a magazine slash book slash comic review.
Yes.
And what do you have this time for us?
So I have we went over to visit Raid, the studio, and they gave us 3 copies of the new magazine, the BLIZ Magazine.
Yeah.
And I have a story there, which turned out very cool.
Yeah. So you have your work in the magazine in issue number 3.
Yes.
Maybe turn on the overhead light, turn off the... Yeah.
I always forget. So yeah. Okay. That's the magazine. I don't know who did the cover, but it's a cool cover.
Yeah.
It has like comics here.
Yeah.
Tank Girl. Alien Disclosure, The Crow, Black Hole.
Why does it have an ink pulp logo on the bottom right?
Cowboy.
What are they? Do they have like a special in the issue? Or?
I think there's a maybe article by them, or I don't know exactly.
Interesting. Yeah.
So I don't know who did the cover. I think it might be in Jim Rugg.
It should say there on the first page to the left, maybe.
By the way, it's very big.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's possible to understand the size of it, but let's compare it to regular size.
Regular size?
Like regular comic book size.
No, I'll get a comic book if you want.
I have here. That's a regular size.
Yeah, more or less.
Exactly.
It is? Okay.
Yeah. So it's huge. It's very big. And it's a very high quality as well. Like the print itself. And this is I think it's one of their comics because it's also a publisher, Raid.
Right.
So this is one of their comic books. And so the magazine has also articles. That's Jim Rugg. So they have comics and articles. This is nice. This drawing.
I think your microphone is off.
Is it?
I think so, because there's only one light on the...
No, but it's...
I don't know.
No, it's okay. The line that is here indicates that it's on.
No, there's usually 2 lights on.
So it's from below.
Yeah.
Look from below.
Yeah, there's only one on.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. So usually when we use the DJI, I think we have to turn them off and back on again because something's not working properly.
think mine works. I don't know.
Oh yeah, now it's okay.
So there's a light that indicates
No, I know,
that
I
it's
know.
on.
I know
and
it's
two lights. Power Pulp is the new company by a bunch of indie cartoonists. I think Jim is one of them, Jim Rugg, and they do distribution for indie publishers, for indie creators, which is cool. So this is my story, and I really like the way the colors look on the print version.
Hey
First of all,
Rob says that he owns the Jim Rugg DK3 sketch cover of the previous page.
oh, that's cool.
Very cool. How are you,
Which
Rob?
one?
Nice to see you again.
So yeah, it turned out very nice, the colors, and
It's kind of hard to see on camera, but they're super saturated and the coverage is
yeah,
amazing.
the camera doesn't really translate the color very well. But so I'll have a gallery show at the raid.
The colors are better now because it was
Really?
reflecting off of the paper. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll have a gallery show at Raid in December, and we'll probably show most of the pages from this story. That's the double. That's the second page. Sorry, it's not a double. But I really like the way it turned out.
Yeah,
Like
the colors are super vibrant.
Yeah, it took some time to actually Ramon, who's the one is the one that helped me with it. So I usually when I work, if I color digitally, I color in RGB.
Yeah.
Because it's better for me to see the colors on the screen, and so I need to see all the colors that are possible. And then for print, I usually translate it to CMYK. But yeah, I moved it here just for so we'll be able to see the left side of the page. And something happened when we translated the CMYK, the RGB to CMYK, and it was a bit too desaturated. So Ramon tweaked the colors to make it better, and it turned out pretty good, I think. It looks awesome. And the fact that it's so big and the quality is like so good, I think it's the biggest like besides prints, it's the biggest size of comic book that I worked on. So yeah, that's the last page. It's only 5 pages, and we're gonna show in the gallery the pages from this, and probably I'm not sure if all the pages, but some of the pages from the Metal Hurlant story about Daft Punk.
Yeah. Have you talked to them about perhaps doing a live drawing there?
Yes, but we're trying to figure out how it actually is gonna work. It probably will happen, but I'm not sure exactly. That's Hayden Sherman. Absolute Wonder Woman. I don't know what that is. More cartoons. That looks a bit like a children's book. Or
There's a question if the comic is the same size as a distillery comic or bigger.
I think it's the same size as of a distillery. I'm not sure though. I don't think I have a distillery book here.
Yeah.
But I think it's the same size.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. And that's nice as well. Saga.
Abortion Town?
Yeah, I don't know. So the interesting thing about this magazine is that it's free. And that's actually very nice.
Yeah.
Very scratchy. Like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's traditional and it looks like probably dip pens or fountain pens.
Yeah, looks like dip pen to me. Maybe some brushwork too.
Yeah, it looks like pens because I see that. Do you see here that there's a like wider area at the start?
Yeah.
Very nice. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like the colors.
Yeah.
And the gesture here of the hand.
Perhaps, I don't know if people sell them on eBay, but there have been times where I've gone on eBay to find some booklets or free kind of catalogs that they give away at art shows.
I think you can order it.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll ship it
That's the
overseas, but
comparison of the size from the
yeah,
regular size to the. I think they ship it, but you need to order. I think there's a retailer bundle, and you need to order like a minimum of probably 10 or 20. I don't know.
and then you
Don't
just pay for
remember.
the shipping, or
And you just pay for the shipping. Yeah.
okay, what are you gonna ink today?
I'm gonna do a montage, another montage page.
Yeah.
This time it's a climbing montage.
Oh yeah. I see some climbing axes and crampons.
Yes. I was lazy on this page and I trying to get rid of the bubbles inside the ink.
Yeah.
So I was a bit lazy here. Oh, I don't have water. Can you?
Yeah, you were lazy.
I was lazy and I used a 3D model. So sometimes I use a model for reference. There's a website called Sketchfab.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Turbo Squid. It's a you can download 3D models from there.
Yeah.
But they also before you download the model, you can view it online. So I use their viewer just for reference.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes if I have something that is more complicated that I can't invent for myself.
So what was it?
The climbing axis, you
Oh,
see?
yeah.
So usually I use it as reference, but here I was too lazy.
Yeah.
And I just copy and paste it. I just moved it to a specific location, like
Angle.
that I need,
Yeah.
and just copied and pasted. So don't be angry with me.
Why would anyone be angry?
I don't know. I felt a bit bad for doing that.
Why? You can
Because
see.
it feels like cutting corners a little bit.
I think cutting corners sometimes is warranted.
Yeah, I think you have to do that.
And you don't really copy anything when you work. So every once in a while it's okay to use a visualizer.
Yeah, that's why I did it. But I do need I use 3D,
Yeah.
but usually if I use 3D, it's my own I do the modeling myself.
Right.
I use Blender
I mean, you could have
also.
modeled the axe if you wanted to. It's not like you can't
I
do it.
know, I know.
No, I'm just saying it's not like a proprietary object or that you're stealing a concept of. It's just a
Oh no,
general
no,
climbing axe.
I just felt bad about like cutting corners, not
But
stealing
I'm saying like if you really wanted to, you could have modeled it yourself and it would have took like 10 minutes maybe.
yeah, probably.
And then why does it matter if you spend an extra 10 minutes or if you decide not to? It doesn't,
Yeah,
it shouldn't matter.
that's exactly what I told myself, but still, I
If
don't
it's
know.
online already and you don't have to, it would kind of be like, I don't know, uh, getting a perspective on, let's say, a car or something, and then using that as reference at a specific angle, and then saying, oh, I should have modeled the car, but the car's already modeled.
Yeah,
So it doesn't really make sense to model it again.
yeah, I know, but whenever I have like a car or a tool or something in my comics,
Yeah.
I prefer designing it myself.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure you didn't copy it one for one. I'm sure you
which one?
changed the climbing axe. I'm sure you changed the design of it a little bit.
No, I didn't.
No?
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's not much to change too.
No, it's just it's not something very
It's a
important
very
to the
simple
story,
shape.
so it doesn't really.
Also in anime, when they have vehicles or robots or other technical complex
Yeah,
objects,
they use 3D.
yeah, they just render that in 3D,
I know.
even if everything else is drawn in classically or in 2D.
I know, and the thing is, my time is precious, and I need to think about whatever I do.
My precious.
Oh my God.
That's my Gollum impression. Yeah, you don't like it when I do impressions. It's
No.
just that I do them so well that it creeps him out.
Yeah.
That's the official reason.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking about um saving some time, so it'll be possible for me to work on something that is more important than the climbing axe here. It's not like something that is important, very important to the story or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a montage of we're in issue 6
Mm-hmm.
or chapter 6, depends if it's gonna be a graphic novel or a comic book. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
It basically depends on the publisher, whatever they decide. Even though when I started working with Panic, they asked me if I wanted Razor Gray to be a graphic novel or a comic book,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted for it to be a series.
Yeah.
Basically because I've never done a series before.
Right. This one.
No, Razor Gray.
Oh.
This one I don't know because I don't have a publisher for it yet. I pitched it to it's a long story, but it was supposed to come out with a publisher, but the deal didn't go through at the end. And now I'm kind of waiting for Razor Gray to come out
Right.
before I start pitching it
Mm-hmm.
to other publishers. And I don't know yet. I might be, maybe I'll do another Zoop campaign for it before. I don't know yet. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I'm almost done with the drawing. Like I finished, I just finished inking chapter 5, and this is chapter 6. Or maybe it's the ending of 5, but I only have a few pages to finish sketching for the entire project. And with the colors, I think I finished chapter 3.
What made you want to include ice or ice climbing kind of integrated into the story like this?
I wanted to write an action story,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a action mystery, and I was designing a so it started with the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did the character designs before I had the story.
Which is not the usual case.
No, it's not the usual case. And I wanted to integrate climbing somehow
Mm-hmm.
because I like climbing. And I was thinking what will be cool, more or less. And I don't know, it's a tool that looks very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not something that people
See often.
see often as a like a, I don't know, like a maybe a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wrote like a complete story around it. So it's not the main issue of the story, but it's one of the tools that you see over and over again.
Jamie said he just managed to order the BLIZ magazine, ordered 2 copies. That's great. Did you do it through their website? Raid's website?
Probably yes. I think I saw that you can order like a couple of them.
By the way, you see that the panel that Nir's working
Oh,
on now, where she puts the axe in her mouth, that is something that actually happens.
yeah.
So, alpine climbers usually either, when they're matching hands, meaning they put both hands on one axe, they have to have both hands obviously free, so the other axe has to go somewhere. It's not connected to the climber usually, depending on what they're doing, but usually it isn't. And then they either hold, there's a grip, sort of like a tennis grip that wraps around the handle, and they either place it momentarily in the mouth while hanging on with the other axe, or they sometimes lean it against like kind of on their shoulder so that the handle is sticking down, which also happens sometimes. And even in climbing and sport climbing where there are no axes, the rope is also placed into the mouth in order to, the mouth is used as like a third hand sometimes. Momentarily, the rope is placed in the mouth.
Do they actually call it an axe? I think they call it a tool.
Yeah, they call it a tool or an axe, but I'm saying axe now just for the non-climbers in the audience that so they know what I'm talking about.
Which is probably everybody.
Yeah, it is called a tool in the amongst the climbing community.
What can you tell us about this panel?
This panel. Well, I'll have to lean over and look because it's too small on my screen here. Oh, okay. So this is clipping the rope.
Yeah, but what type of clipping?
This type
I
of
zoomed
clipping
in
is
on-
called snap clipping. So, and the reason it's called snap clipping is because the technique resembles like snapping your fingers a little bit. You steady the carabiner with one finger so that it doesn't kind of swing when you're clipping, and then you push the rope through the gate with your thumb usually in this type of clip that you have portrayed here. There are other types too. There are types that where you wrap your hand around kind of to clip
No,
and
we'll get to another one. It's a montage.
okay. And you've recently started learning how to clip, right?
Yeah.
Because up until this point, you've only really focused on bouldering,
Mm-hmm.
but now you want to start getting into longer routes as well.
Yeah, in bouldering, you don't need.
There is no
any of
clipping
the-
in bouldering. They are short routes. We actually went out bouldering in nature yesterday
Yes.
with friends from the city. So we went out to the Niagara area, kind of near to the border with the US too, and just went climbing, bouldering outdoors. No clipping necessary for
Yeah,
that
I
trip.
got a message from Rogers that I'm in the US and
Yeah.
I can start, I don't know, using the
Oh, is it?
internet.
Well, at least now we know that it's an automatic carryover that you don't have to let them know, right?
I think it probably costs more, maybe.
Yeah, probably. I mean, companies usually charge more for whatever they can, even if it doesn't really cost them more to reroute. I don't think it costs them more to reroute your information.
Yeah, well, I didn't use the phone,
Yeah.
but
I mean, if you theoretically, if you fly out to Europe and you use their phone there, I might see how that might incur charges for the companies. Not even that much. I mean, because it's all kind of doing the same thing anyway, using satellites. Sorry,
wait,
I don't think that
I'm gonna move you a little bit because it.
I don't think that like another bounce off a satellite actually costs that much more. I don't know. I don't know that much about it, but that's my
What?
guess.
What are you saying? Another what?
I don't think that like you know how they charge more when you're overseas?
Yes.
I don't think it actually costs the company more
Oh, of
when you're
course not.
overseas.
Of course not.
It's just another
the
way
way
of
to make
exactly,
more
which
money.
is what I'm saying.
It doesn't change anything when you pay them. It's just the way for them to know that you already paid.
What do you mean? I'm talking about that the company doesn't really incur, it doesn't really have to do anything extra when you're in the
No.
US versus Canada. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think so, at
I'm
least.
just saying that if you're paying, if you paid in advance for it,
Yeah.
then it costs less. But for them it's the same. It doesn't mean that they need to do anything else.
hmm It's not like there's someone sitting there, like the old-timey operators that used to connect the calls.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not happening. And I don't think that there's any kind of extra step that needs to
No,
occur automatically either.
the extra step is only making sure that you pay them
More than you
more.
already do.
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point I think um, the capitalist dream is gonna reach a fever pitch and something will have to change.
And back to Helix Sky, which is more or less about that
Yeah,
topic.
yeah, it's one of them. It's the main theme, I guess.
Yeah.
Ownership and
And climbing.
climbing and well, it's not. I wouldn't say the story's about climbing, but I think climbing you also meant it as a metaphor for like social climbing, financial climbing.
Yeah, and also the city is like the main idea of the story is that they go up in a spiral
Yeah.
in the city that is built with a lot of high rises.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the ink type.
Is it a different ink type than what you
No, it's
usually?
my usual ink, but I don't know. Every time that the fact that this is dry already is very cool.
Mm-hmm. What ink type is it?
Speedball, it's here. The big one.
Speedball. Super black. I don't know if it is focusing, but there you have it. It kind of looks like hair color bottle or like a shampoo bottle.
Yeah.
I liked climbing when I was a kid, says Jamie, but after climbing at my grandparents' old house, it had an old climbing frame. I climbed to the top. It toppled over on top of me. Luckily, just grazed all my back. Whoa. That, yeah, it's not supposed to do that. Why did it topple over? Was it not secure properly? But I mean, I guess maybe it was just like something that you had put together in a makeshift kind of way. There's really no that doesn't really happen at gyms, I'll say, or any kind of professional climbing facility. That will never happen. So if you ever wanted to give it a try, these walls are extremely secure.
Yeah, I know because I planned one.
They're not moving, they're not going anywhere. And I've seen very heavy individuals climbing on overhead panels and yeah, the wall stays in place. It's very rare, but sometimes the hold itself can detach, but
Yeah.
that is also very, very rare, and usually it doesn't cause any kind of serious injury.
Yeah, it's usually a problem of the wood setters.
Right. Yeah, you're supposed to attach the holds in a very secure manner, and they do usually. I think in all my time climbing, I've only ever heard of holds detaching twice, and we're talking like 17, 18 years of climbing. Indoor climbing, obviously. Outdoor is a different story. Outdoor, I would stick to popular areas because the more popular a crag or a cliffside is, the more likely it is that everything that could have fallen off has already fallen off, just because of a lot of repeats of people climbing the route.
Yeah.
I was very old and it was very old and I was a bit of a daredevil and it fell apart, right? Yeah, I get it. It was, yeah, probably not maintained for many years or it just deteriorated over time. And yeah, I understand it. I mean, I took a really kind of scary fall in on sandstone, which kind of crumbled in my hands, the hold that I was on. But I was rope climbing and then I fell, I think like maybe 8 meters and kind of slammed into the rock face a little bit. Physically, I was okay, but mentally, I had to take a break from outdoor climbing for a year and a half before I kind of allowed myself to want to get back into that. So it's very understandable. It's scary. Yeah, but I mean, if you wanted to, you could always kind of ease or even just go do really easy routes at a gym to see if you still like it or how you feel about it, even. Also, not necessary if it's not something that beckons to you.
Yeah. So I like the area that we visited yesterday,
Yeah.
but I didn't like the stone type and the routes.
The stone type is, yeah, I guess like it can be sharp sometimes, and then limestone can be kind of like it polishes very quickly too. The more that people use the holds, the more glass-like it becomes, so it becomes slippery.
Yeah. Oh, we heard that Sam Neill died.
Sam Neill, yes, rest in peace. A legendary actor from Jurassic Park. He played the archaeologist, was he?
Yeah.
Right. She was a paleontologist.
He was a
And he was a
paleontologist.
paleontologist. Okay. And what was she? She was the archaeologist?
She was the botanist.
Oh, she was a botanist.
Like paleobotanist, I think.
Paleobotanist, yeah. I guess.
Laura Dern.
Yeah. Well, I mean, rest in peace. It will forever remain one of the most influential and loved movies by audiences everywhere. And one of your favorite movies of all time, definitely. I know that.
Yeah, for sure.
In other news, Akira is going to be in 4K in theaters,
Yeah, we know that from Jamie actually.
and
Jamie told us.
I found out. Yeah, I think Jamie told us, and we found out today that. So it seems that we can't purchase the tickets yet, and I don't want it to sell out. So I'm going to be following the subject closely to see if.
But do you think it's only gonna be one screening of it?
It might be multiple screenings, but there's a very high possibility that they all sell out immediately,
Oh yeah.
like within an hour. So I don't know how, because no one, Cineplex or the cinema group here, the company hasn't really released any kind of official note saying when it's going to be available to purchase the tickets. So I don't know about that, but I guess I'll keep an eye on it because I don't want to miss out on that. The thing is, obviously never watched Akira in a theater before. It's only been on smaller screens. Because when it came out, I was a baby, I think,
Yeah.
or even before. I wasn't even born maybe when it came out.
No, it's 87, 89, I don't know.
No, not 89. I think it's 81 or 2.
81.
Akira original release date. Yeah, 89, you were right. Well, it aired in Japan in 88, but you were right.
I also never saw it on
Yeah,
the
so
big screen,
it's
but
yeah,
yeah, it's gonna be interesting
if
because it's
we
4K, so it's
yeah. I think there's like IMAX tickets or something. It's gonna all. Do you think it's all gonna be in IMAX or?
I don't know.
It's only one day, Jamie says. I believe they only did 2 showings at my local cinema. That's not good. That's not good at all. I don't know how we're going to manage to get that.
What does it say in the ad that I sent you?
Nothing.
No date?
No. But the date is not the thing. I want to pre-purchase tickets. That's what I'm wondering about. And they probably won't even have. I don't know.
It's a bit weird to release a movie for one day.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of like a marketing ploy that's utilized to create higher prices for a limited edition of items.
Yeah.
But
it's a movie.
It's a movie, and it's not like they're gonna up the price to 3 times or 4 times the ticket, because then that doesn't work. So
Yeah.
I don't know why they're doing it that way. I would just have it in theaters for a regular amount of time.
Yeah. And see if there's a
Yeah,
if there's a lot of audience,
right.
they can keep it on for more.
It doesn't sound like that's gonna happen, but I remain curious as to why. So yeah. It says September 18th, 2020. So I guess maybe this has happened before. I don't really understand.
And the 2020 screening was 4K.
That's what it said, but I don't know.
Okay.
So yesterday in the car, some friends asked us what our comfort movies were. The first one that came to mind for me was The Fifth Element. Even though I don't watch it that often, but I think altogether I've seen it like 8 times maybe.
Really?
So far, yeah. And another one was Akira. Also, only seen it probably 4 times so far, but it's still
I probably saw it more than 4
yeah, but it's still kind of like, even though I don't rewatch it often, it has really impacted my, I guess, like artistic visual language.
Yeah, for me, for sure.
Yeah.
I also, when I studied architecture, I've done a short assignment about Akira, because it has like the start where you see Neo Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
There's a map of Tokyo, and you can compare their Tokyo to the Tokyo of today. Obviously the story there is after a bombing or something, like a disaster that happened. I don't actually remember the content of the assignment, but it was about Akira. Another movie that I remember that we talked about in architecture was Dark City.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a cool movie, and it's very underrated.
I think it's also not that well known.
Yeah, it's very very underrated. Not well known. Not a lot of people
There's some cool
talk
visuals
about
in there,
it.
cool ideas.
Yeah, the thing there is that the city keeps changing
Mm-hmm.
all the time.
Jamie says, you know my comfort movie. Do you know?
Blade Runner.
Great. Everyone knows. Hey, Sevens October. Nice to see you again. How are you? Did you...
Blade Runner, I think, is also my comfort movie.
Yeah, Blade Runner, definitely. Did I end up saying Blade Runner yesterday?
No.
I don't know why. I guess it just slipped my mind.
Yeah, there are so many. Jurassic Park for me is another one.
Yeah.
I think I probably saw Jurassic Park, I don't know how many times. But I think my best, like for me, it's mostly animation. It's Akira, Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle, all the Miyazaki
Oh,
films.
yeah, I should have said that one too. I just blanked, I guess. I was surprised that they asked me that question. I was like, what? You want to know something about my inner world? People that I just met? Yeah, 7th October says, saw Dark City at the cinema. So cool. I watched it on smaller screen. I don't think I watched it in the cinema. And
I think
also,
I watched it in the cinema.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered another one for me, 12 Monkeys.
12 Monkeys you like,
and
yeah.
Brazil.
Brazil. I wouldn't say that Brazil is a comfort movie for me because it kind of like it's depressing and kind of an anxiety
Yeah, it's depressing, but
inducing.
it's also funny.
Yeah. 7 says, I'm good, just drawing along. Great. That actually gives me an idea. Maybe next live stream we'll have like a draw along day where each one of the viewers on the live stream can draw whatever they like during the hour and a half. And then afterwards, if they want to, they don't have to, they can share what they drew during the live stream. That could be kind of fun. Also,
I don't think I know how to do that.
Yeah, also, if you have any fan art that is related to Nier, you can send that to the email address that I'm going to put up on the screen, and we will show some of the fan art on the live stream as well. Just going to show you the address that you can send your fan art to in a moment. Yeah, okay. That would be...
I don't know what happened with the nib
That would
today,
be
but it keeps
the highlighted address. So you can send any fan art or any other related kind of fan material here, and then we'll show that on the live stream. We won't show everything, but we'll like select some of them and show that on the live stream as well. And yeah, let's just say that next week, next Monday, we'll have a draw along. So Sevens, you've kind of inspired that. That's a good idea, I think. Don't you think?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You can draw whatever you like. It doesn't have to be...
Yeah, I don't know if all my audience are actually drawing.
Yeah, I mean, everyone can attempt to draw. That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a fun kind of way to engage with the channel and with others that are interested. Sure, Sevens. Draw along next week. Anyone who wants can draw along. And if you want, you can send in your results or not. You don't have to. And fan art will also be shown on one of the upcoming live streams as well. I don't see why not. That sounds like a good idea to me. I think we have you have quite a few fans that also enjoy inking and drawing and are creative.
Yeah.
So yeah, could be cool. For sure. We used to play this game where, well, I still play this game with my nephews and niece, where I just use an online kind of random noun generator to just generate nouns. And then we have 60 seconds to draw our version of what that noun is, and then we all just show each other the drawings, and we do multiple sessions each time.
Like exquisite corpse.
No, we don't. We don't complete each other's drawings. We just do our own doodles, and then you end up with pages that have the same subjects but in different styles. So like a page with canoe, elephant, house, witch. Every page has the same subjects but drawn in a different style. And they were so cute. They were like, "Oh my God, can I frame your page?" I was like, "My page? You should see what Near can do." If you were there, they would completely be blown away.
Yeah, are they into
Oh my God, they're
art?
so into it. Yeah.
Like into art?
Yeah,
Drawing?
they're into so my youngest nephew really enjoys, he's 5 years old, okay? And he really enjoys the books in which you have to find the differences between two photos. And this
Yeah.
is like very intricate. It's not giant A and giant B instead. It's like really photographs of, let's say, like a room full of like shelves full of books or candles or something, like kind of complex puzzles. And you have to find 10 or 20 differences between the two pages and circle them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Seven says, I just need to figure out how to do it. What do you mean by how to do it? Or do you mean like what subject to pick or some kind of technique? I mean, it's just drawing. You could do whatever you want. It could be pencil, it could be crayon, it could be paint. Um, yeah, it could be digital if you want. If that also, like, I know like people like to doodle on iPads. I don't remember what the Procreate or something. Yeah, whatever you want to do, that's fine. Um, and then if you want, we can also share that afterwards. But the kids really enjoy the 60-second drawing challenges.
Yeah.
Even though there are no clear winners, and they mostly enjoy games that have winners. But I guess they like it enough to
Are they like competitive?
They're very competitive. Growing up in a family where you have like there are four siblings.
And
I think
three boys.
three boys and one girl.
Yeah,
So the girl's competitive because she's the girl. She's the only girl.
Yeah.
And then the boys are competitive because they're boys.
Yeah.
And they have two brothers.
Yeah.
As well. So it's kind of like, no, I won. But then I like this game because then that kind of we shelf the winning aspect of it and we kind of start laughing at our doodles.
Do you know who that is?
I think it's based off of Adam Andra.
Yeah.
And that is due to the curly hair and the length of the neck.
Yes.
Which are two traits that are very specific to Adam Andra. He has quite the neck, and he knows it too. It's not like I'm not throwing shade or anything. It's abnormally long, and it's one of his kind of signature traits.
He's one of the best climbers.
Oh, he is definitely, if not the best climber in the world at the moment, he's one of the top 3 best climbers on Earth. It depends what kind of records you take into consideration, but I'd say he's probably number 1 on Earth at the moment. He has broken so many records.
I thought you were gonna say he has broken so many bones.
Well, I hope not, but I don't know his medical history, but I know his sort of like the general overall climbing history, and he's like the first person to do 9B plus outdoors, first person to do 9C, which are climbing grades. He has a specific big number of like a large amount of high graded climbs under his belt, and it's just one of the pioneers in like pushing sports climbing to the limit. Definitely gonna go down in history. Jamie says, my daughter loves art. She just had her report and it's clear that it's her favorite subject. That's really good. I find that to be amazing.
Yeah.
Everyone I know who was interested in art as a child ended up doing something creative. And I hope AI doesn't take away those jobs for us in the future as well. But
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I hope not. It's not good enough to actually take over entire teams at the moment, but it might be down the line.
You know, I heard some people that are dealing with AI
Yeah.
say that it might stay like this.
For a long time.
Yeah.
I think
they don't think it's gonna be better.
I don't know about that, but I think it should be illegal for companies to replace at least creative positions with AI, at least that.
Or
if not generally.
Yeah, or steal the creation of artists to develop the AI.
Right.
AIs
The thing
themselves.
is, who is going to enforce? What's the enforcing body for that? That's kind of
The government.
Which government? They're different governments.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like,
all the governments.
See how the US keeps saying, like, if we don't push forward with this, then China's going to get ahead of us in the subject. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not saying don't develop AI at all. I'm just saying don't allow it to take over entire people's careers. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but there's also a difference between the generative AI that makes photos and videos, as opposed to the language models.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see a use case for the photos thing.
What photos thing?
Like the image creation.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Image creation is just where we're at now. We're already able to create short videos. It's not going to stay like this forever. It's going to push ahead.
I heard some people that says that they don't know what needs to happen for it to be different.
Yeah, but their ignorance doesn't mean it won't happen.
Yeah.
We end up having a lot of surprises, especially over the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Jamie says I would never read an AI comic. I know. I mean, just let people do what they love doing without
ruining it.
I wonder if you have the harness and belay device and rope set up accurately. I'm trying to gauge it from the small screen that I have in front of me.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Probably.
I probably use the reference for the sketch here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember, but I think I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have all the details. It's so small on the page.
Yeah.
It's probably correct. But there's something cool here. The Belair, he stands on a drone.
Oh, never heard of that before.
Yeah, because I don't think it exists in reality.
No, in reality, if you're doing multi-pitches, which means like
Yeah, the other guy needs to climb as well.
As well. So let's say you do a climb that's 4 times the height of the length of your rope. Obviously, the belayer can't remain on ground while you do it because the rope's not long enough. So what you do is first climber climbs, and then second climber climbs, and then they pull up the slack, and then the first climber, or whoever climbs a second pitch first, climbs while being belayed from a ledge. So now, and then obviously top ropes back to the next position. But now we have sort of like a belayer on a drone, which would be normally it would be a ledge or a comfortable position to belay
Yeah.
from. Jamie asks, do you watch Ink Pulp live?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Not live.
Not live. No, because aren't they? Didn't someone say that they were on the same time that we were on live, or?
I think someone said
Oh
that
no, it
we're
was the
on
other. It was the
David Finch.
David Finch, I think, was on at the same time live as we are. I don't think you watch it live, but you do watch it afterwards.
Yeah. I don't think it's live. Is it live?
I don't know. Jamie says Ink Pulp live.
I watched the podcast.
Yeah.
I actually talked to Sean Crystal.
Yeah.
I just got an email from him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Victor Faro is on this Wednesday.
Okay.
I don't know who Victor Faro is.
Me neither.
But I'm gonna Google that. Victor Faro. Oh. Wait. Here, you can take a look.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you know who this is?
No.
It's a very painterly,
yeah,
kind of brushworky, loose.
Oh, I see Raid here.
Gestural. Might also be Canadian, maybe? I'm guessing just by the like connection to Raid. Might not be. Let's try to find out here. Nope, it says from Chicago, Illinois. That's what it says. Yeah, I like the his sketchy style, his black and white style more than I enjoy the colored ones. So this is like really cool in black and white.
Yeah.
There was an image before. I can't seem to find it on bigger, but Victor Faro.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, I like the sketches. I guess these are sketch cards, maybe, right? Like by the size of the strokes. I'll put this up on the screen as well so you can see what I'm referring to.
Probably bigger than a sketch card.
Yeah. Okay. Here, let me share this. It says, I like working in my own style. Seven says, I get people in my chat ask me to draw like other artists. To me, that is insulting. If I can share my personal opinion on that, I would say I don't think you need to be insulted. I think people are just very curious, generally. Like they want to, people want,
by what?
Being asked to draw in someone else's style.
For a commission, for example,
I don't
or
think it's would it be a commission, Sevens, or just like they just want to see how you'd fare? Anyhow, I would try not to be insulted because I think like
it's not your problem.
It's first of all, it's not your problem. If there is a problem, it's their problem and it's not yours. Secondly, it doesn't even have to be a problem. People are just curious and they'd like to see how you'd fare in someone else's style or what it would look like.
For a commission,
if it's a commission, it's kind of weird. It's like a weird ask, and it's not something that usually happens.
It's weird, and I think it's rude.
Yeah, it could be a little bit rude, but don't take it personally is what I meant to say.
Yeah, even if it's rude, you don't need to take it personally.
It's a ish them, not an ish you.
Yeah.
Victor does sketch cards. He did an amazing Godzilla cover. Okay, because I'm thinking this has to be a sketch card. Like this one. I can see the size of the strokes, so
it looks bigger.
Nah, I don't think so.
It looks
this
like
one looks
A5.
This one looks bigger.
A5.
This one looks bigger. But we can find out. Let's click on it. Let's see what.
Yeah, it's bigger.
Yeah,
it's not a
it could
sketch card.
9 by 12 bigger,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
Yeah,
okay, you were right. Well, I mean, you spend all day long staring at brush strokes and pen strokes, so it makes sense that you would spot the difference more easily. Yeah, but I can do like a fast like A3 sketch in like 5 minutes. Have you ever done that before though? Yeah, for sure. Of course. Go a little bit higher because we can't see your...
I think it's because I zoomed in.
Yeah, but now it's zoomed all the way out.
So what are we seeing in this panel?
Let me see. Well, it also looks like a snap clip to me. Just other hand.
No, it's from the other side.
What? No, it's the same thing. Just this is the left hand and that's the right hand.
No, this is the thing that you do with the middle
finger?
finger,
Yeah.
and this is when you hold the.
What?
I think it's a different.
No, it's the same thing, just other hand. Because gate is facing in. So first image, gate is facing in, and second image, gate is facing in. It's just two different hands.
Okay.
So it's also probably a snap clip, even though you can wrap clip that, but that's not what's being portrayed in the panel. I know my clipping, people. Okay? You're not going to catch me unawares. I tell them I don't want to draw like David Finch, which is totally fair. You got your own style, definitely. Oh yeah. You do you, don't let anyone influence you. And it's also, I think if you have like a channel and people are communicating with you, it is completely legitimate and fine to tell everyone that you don't draw in other people's styles just on principle because you're working on your own style and you like drawing the way that you like to draw. And yeah, so just put it out there so that people understand. I don't think that anyone's asking you out of malice or trying to be rude necessarily, but I know it ends up being that way sometimes.
Yeah, nobody that is rude is trying to be rude.
No, that's not true. No, that's not true. I've met people who were rude that wanted to be rude. Yeah. Definitely I've seen that before.
Okay.
There's intentional rudeness for sure.
But mostly it's not intentional. Mostly just people that don't notice their environment.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Like people
can't read the situation.
Yeah, like everyone on the sidewalk. They don't
Yes.
really, well, not everyone, but a lot of people are not aware of their surroundings
Especially if they walk in large groups.
Oh yeah, that's just they take up the entire width of the sidewalk and they don't leave any space for anyone walking in the other direction, crossing them. That's not a good look. Jamie says, one thing I have issues with is hands, and you make them look easy to draw. I can attest to that. I've seen Nir draw a lot of hands over the years, and he does make it look easy to draw hands, and hands are not easy to draw, especially stylized.
Yeah, hands are
Even unstylized, they're not easy to draw. So, and the way that you just like connect all of the fingers in almost one line is kind of dumbfounding to me. I don't know how you do that.
Years of practice.
Yeah, years of practice, but you've always been good at it. I mean, you've gotten better over time, obviously, because you've been doing it much more. But you've always been able to capture.
Hands are hard.
Yeah,
that's the reason artists that only start out, a lot of the time they hide the hands.
Yeah.
But you can see obviously that the person is trying to hide a specific insecurity, where you see a lot of figures without the hands showing.
Yeah, definitely. Rob says, similar experience this weekend. I commissioned an artist to draw a Mobius character. They thought I wanted them to draw it in his style. I then explained I wanted Mobius character in their own style. Which, yeah, that's, I mean, kind of sad.
I thought it's supposed to be obvious.
It's supposed to be obvious.
If you commission an artist, you know the artist. It's not random.
Yeah.
So usually you want the style of the artist itself.
Mm-hmm.
No.
It might be that maybe the person that you commissioned hasn't been doing commissions for a very long time, perhaps, would be my guess, even though there could be a different reason. But artists don't usually default to switching up their styles. That's not an expected thing. Definitely not.
I actually thought about it recently. So I can draw in any style.
Mm-hmm.
I let me see if I have here the I want to show something. Okay, I think it's here. So I've done for Helix Sky. I have at the end of each chapter there is a comic strip. I think I have it here somewhere. Or not at the beginning. Yeah, it's this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not my style.
No.
That's not my
And yet you drew
regular style.
But still, like the folds in the clothing, I would know that you do this.
Yeah, you can see. I didn't mean it to be like something completely different, but
Yeah.
it is like cartoony. It's not my style.
No.
And I can do like the mainstream style. I just actually recently tried it for something.
Yeah.
And it's not hard for me to do that.
Do you want to show that maybe or no?
No. I don't think so. So I thought about it that I think most like artists that are
Experienced.
very experienced, they can do that.
It's true. I think so. But they don't necessarily want to do it, and I completely understand that.
Yeah, but why not?
Oh, well,
I don't understand why not.
Because creating art is like a conversation with yourself and with any audience that might view it later.
Yeah, but maybe you have two languages.
Maybe.
You need
That's
to have
fine.
Just one?
Yeah, no, you don't need to do anything. I'm just saying that usually you can see it with musicians as well. Musicians don't.
I thought about it as well.
Yeah.
But musicians is a good example because they can have like two different bands, for example.
Yeah.
Like they can have like a.
But that doesn't happen often. And usually there's a direct connection between their solo project style and their other style with band members. Usually there's some sort of connection.
I don't know.
It's not like completely different.
The guy from Daft Punk, for example, he does classical music now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but it's rare is what I'm saying. You found one instance in which it happened.
I don't think it's that's actually what's interesting about it. Why is it rare?
I started saying how like generating art is a conversation and art is a language, which Sevens just wrote as well in the chat. Definitely multiple languages even. And it would kind of be like off the cuff to start having multiple conversations in several different languages about different things with yourself and with the audience.
I know that there's instances of artists that have done work for
children's books.
Yeah, and also works for adults,
audiences.
And they do it with different names.
Yeah, I think that happens more because people have to pay the bills than anything else.
Yeah.
And they don't want to associate one style with their sort of more artistic persona. So,
but why not?
Well,
would it hurt the other persona? Why?
Yeah, you kind of want to compartmentalize things so that even practically when people search your name, they just find what you want them to find, right? What would it be like if you had 7 different art styles and you worked in 7 different industries that are visual and you all did it under the same name? When someone Googled you, they would just see a mishmash of all kinds of things that aren't related to each other.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of, I think one of the reasons is a reputation.
It's practical.
Yeah, a practical reputation reason. It's kind of like building a brand, right? Yeah. When you build a brand, you don't have take Nike or Adidas, for example. Nike has the swish in multiple different colors, in multiple different materials, reflective, embroidered, all kinds of, but the swish or swoosh or whatever it's called is always the same.
Mm-hmm.
So you can give like your next album a little bit of a different flavor, but it's probably best to have it be somewhat at least relevant to the style that you're exploring.
Yeah.
So the first one would be like a practical brand compartmenting type of reason. The second would be a fiscal reason. So you are in a situation where you just have to create commercial work that you don't necessarily want to do. You would not put that in your portfolio as near Levie, is what I'm saying. Like it wouldn't be alongside your original art pages in the same place. You'd put it elsewhere. So this is just like a better way of
I don't know.
separating between the two. Pen name?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if today it's the it's the right decision to do. Like separate yourself to two different aliases. I don't know.
I don't think I don't think that's a very common occurrence.
Probably not. We don't know actually. Maybe it is, but we don't know. Where is my favorite brush pen? There it is.
Favorite brush pen time?
Yeah. I'll start with the corners of the black areas.
It is so bright out still now. It's almost 8 p.m. And recently, I think we had the longest day of the year was a week ago, maybe, or
No, it
2
was
weeks ago,
June.
in June. And it was still super bright out, and it was 9:15 p.m.
Yeah.
But then obviously darkness swoops upon you very quickly. It's not like a gradual, drawn out sunset when that happens. It's just really bright out, and then 20 minutes later, just dark, completely dark. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm happy that we're not as north as some places like northern Sweden, where they have months on end of darkness
Yes.
and months on end of light. That would be, I think you would probably do better with the sun for consecutive months on end with no darkness, because then you could just like draw your blinds. But the other way around is kind of tough.
Yeah, darkness.
Is there any news about Age of Canaan published for the hardcover?
I just talked with the letterer,
Mm-hmm.
and I think she finished 150 pages.
Yeah.
So she probably needs to do like 50 more pages,
Uh-huh.
and then it'll be ready.
Yeah, when we know about publishing dates, we'll let you know as well. We just really we haven't had any dates of that sort to report on recently, but same goes for Razor Gray when we have like, well, you actually do have
we have the date.
you have the date. We've given it already, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember it or do you want me to?
You can look it up.
Okay.
There's an FOC date for issue 1, and if you want it, you can talk to your local comic book shop.
So the FOC date is August 17th for issue 1 of Razor Gray. And yeah, we've been kind of reiterating this over the past few live streams. You can definitely try to get your local comic book shop to make it available for you for in-store purchase.
Yeah, it's available through Lunar and another distributor.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. There's another one.
Yeah. So Sevens, yeah, we're talking about the first issue of Razor Gray at the moment. So the official release date is August 17th. So upcoming.
And you can
And
already order it
yeah.
if you want.
And Seven said, I would like to share it on my live stream someday. Okay, very cool. Yeah, perfect. We'll let you know. Do you also live stream on YouTube? Jamie says, I've ordered Razor Gray from Forbidden Planet. Amazing. Yeah, so you can already pre-order through some avenues, some websites.
Yeah, it's through comic book stores.
Mm-hmm.
And they order it from the distributor from Lunar.
Forbidden Planet's a good one.
Yeah, it's in the UK.
Yeah.
But there's I saw a lot of stores.
Yeah, I think also what is this? Third Eye.
Yeah, Third Eye.
Also, I think you can pre-order. Yeah, you just Google search it. Seven says I do. I'm dropping my second volume on July 26th of this month. Okay, let's go. Second volume. Are you physically publishing, self-publishing? Is it a digital comic? I'd be interested in seeing what it looks like.
Yeah, for sure.
I think maybe Seven's already had us go to their website, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it someone else? One of the other.
I don't know, maybe.
There was not last live stream, perhaps the one before that, where we took a look at one of the websites. More eyes on your book and spread the word. Thank you, Sevens. We'll let you know. Yeah, Under God. So it was Sevens. I remember Under God. I remember the title. Yeah. Okay, and also let us know when, yeah, when the second volume is out so that we can take a look at it as well.
In God We Trust.
That's the US currency.
You know that I read somewhere that it's the whole God thing
Yeah.
in the US is something relatively new. It's not from the. It's not like in far history. It began like in the 50s.
Really?
Yeah.
So banknotes before the 50s didn't say in God We
No,
Trust?
I think I'm not sure. You can check, but all the religious things that are in the I think in their laws or in the where is it in the flag or in the somewhere
Mm-hmm.
it was added somewhere in the 50s.
So yeah, Seven says it was me. I won the artwork. Oh, I remember that you won the artwork, but I didn't necessarily remember which one of the viewers had us look at the website. But now I recall with the title. Ordered Darcy Van Polgeest new comic, The Carmen Blade.
Yeah, that looks cool.
That really does look cool.
Mm-hmm. He's also Canadian, Darcy.
What can I say? Canadians are just the best.
And
sorry, not sorry.
I read that he's gonna write the new Doom Patrol, which is also cool.
Oh yeah, we love Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
There was what I remember most about Doom Patrol was that there was a character which was like a vanishing city or something.
Yeah.
It was one of the characters was a sentient street.
Danny the Street.
Something
maybe?
the street.
Something like
Yeah, that was a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, it's Grant Morrison.
Mm-hmm.
All his weird magical ideas.
Mm-hmm. Grant Morrison. Yeah.
Another magician like Alan Moore.
Right.
Yeah, Doom Patrol is cool. And it's cool that they got like a big DC book.
Mm-hmm.
I think he started with the cinema, I think. And then he had a project with Ian Bertram, Little Bird.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite comics in recent years.
I just really feel sorry for Robot Man, the character that has like I guess the brain or the soul of a person stuck in a metallic body.
Yeah.
Because that kind of sucks. I mean, I don't really see what the superpower there is necessarily, other than you can't feel
I think
anything
he's like
anymore.
supposed to be very strong.
Yeah, I don't think I'd give up touch,
Oh,
smell,
of
taste.
course. I don't think he had a choice. I think it was like
They saved him from
an
an
accident
accident,
or
right?
sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd rather not.
Yeah, but the whole idea of Doom Patrol is like dysfunctional superhero group.
Yeah, because also I think the other guy, Negative Man, I think his name was, is like bonded to, I guess a ghost or something or an alien ghost that he picked up from outer space. I want to say, or something like that.
Yes, maybe.
And
I
that's
don't
also not a
really.
superpower. That's just being possessed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was definitely like the worst superhero group.
I think ears are very important.
Ears
Yes.
for hearing.
No, for aesthetics, for the way that the face looks.
Oh, are you looking at the face here?
Yeah, you were just drawing the ear before you moved on to the panel to the right of it.
Yeah.
And ears, in my opinion, can make or break the face.
But also eyes, nose, mouth, and everything else.
No, but I'm saying if you have a perfect eyes, nose, mouth, and chin and forehead, but the ears are off, it can just throw the entire
Okay,
thing off for
so
me, personally.
what I think is people don't really understand aesthetics most of the time. They think that individual parts of the face are important, where they are important. It's
Yeah,
not that they are not important, but the most important thing
is
is
the context.
the composition
Yeah,
of
composition,
everything.
yeah, the
It's
context.
how everything is attached together, the location of
Yeah,
every.
location, size, angle, depth, color.
And it's mostly the skull shape. Like the skull shape affects, it's the most important thing in the
Like when I say
aesthetic of the
color, I
face.
mean that, like, for instance, me, I have a naturally ginger beard, but my head hair and my eyebrows never got the memo, so they're dark brown, and it just looks weird. A person walking around with like almost black hair and a ginger beard. So sometimes I lightly bleach my head hair just so that it matches my beard more. And that's when I say color, I mean like how your textures and shapes and colors work together.
Have you ever tried doing the opposite, like coloring your beard?
I think coloring the beard is kind of wonky because the hair is so short, you would see the stain of the color on your skin.
Mm.
Um,
And also
and also it falls out
it
so
replaces
frequently.
very
Yeah,
fast.
it's just it wouldn't stick around long enough. I don't really grow out my beard to be a long one, and so shaving it every few days, it wouldn't make sense to dye it. But I don't know, I kind of preferred the ginger color to the dark brown color anyway.
Yeah, and ginger is cool.
Even though there's no one ginger in my family, all the way back on either side, no one has a ginger beard, so I don't know what that's about.
Maybe it's a parasite.
Like, in what sense? In the sense that I'm about to die?
No,
Oh,
it's a parasite that the only thing it does is change your beard
Maybe
color.
it's a superpower, and that's the only thing it does.
Yeah, it is a superpower.
I read somewhere that like some religions in Africa used to,
Oh, yeah. They used to hang or kill.
they believed
Yeah.
that using the body parts of ginger-haired individuals would enhance their spell casting for voodoo. I don't remember if it was voodoo or a different tradition. Probably not voodoo, some other tradition. And yeah, and I don't know if this is an urban myth or not, but they say that that's the reason why there aren't many ginger African Americans or Africans, period, around anymore, because they were all kind of like,
I guess it's more rare.
it is more rare anyhow, but it still is something
No, I
that
mean it's
exists.
more rare with if you have like a darker skin, it's more rare
Yeah,
for you to have ginger hair.
for sure.
It just reminded me of the MIA
Yes, MIA
video
has a
clip.
video in which they're sort of portrayed a Holocaust on ginger people,
Yeah.
which is that would not be cool. So don't do that. Yeah. So it has been an hour and a half. This is usually when we kind of take a look at what you've done today on the live stream so far and sum it up a little bit.
Yeah. Just finish this. Okay. Maybe I'll just zoom out.
Did you notice that I didn't slurp anything or crack open a can of pop today?
No, why?
It was not a planned thing. Just that's how the cookie crumbled.
Okay, so that's what I did.
Yeah, maybe we can zoom in a little bit.
Zooming in.
Take a look at the artwork. Oh, I love the dashed lines.
Yeah, so I finished all the characters, the hands, and the faces, and the feet.
Yeah. All the corners, most of the corners are in.
Most of the corners of the black areas. Here's Adamandra.
It's not actually Adamandra
No,
portrayed in the
it's
book,
not.
okay?
It's
Let's
not.
just get that straight. Sevens, it was really fun having you too and talking with you and chatting on the chat. And thanks Rob and Jamie and everyone that stopped by.
And I think I have another maybe 2 or 3 hours on this page, probably more or less.
So you're gonna continue working on it tomorrow during the silent
I
music
think
stream?
so. Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got a new computer, so probably tomorrow morning I'll
Work
try
on
to
setting it up.
yeah.
We would, by the way, Rob, we would love who said, oh yeah, Jamie says that the Blade Runner commission is already up in the studio. So if you would like to share a photo of what it looks like on the wall, we'd like that too. You can send it to the same email address that I had up on the screen before. Yeah, take care. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next Monday.